Hello there everybody, yes, nice rare treat for you, this me doing the news, but that's because there is simply so much of it this morning that were we not to share the load out, we would all surely crumble under its immense weight like, I don't know, play the thing. Okay, so by now I'm sure you've heard the awful news that Roman Reigns is being forced to relinquish the Universal title as a result of the leukemia he successfully battled at 22, returning at 33. Now, if you've not heard about that, you can watch Andy's video on the subject. We just want to reiterate that everybody here at WhatCulture Wrestling wishes him all the best in his fight. He's beat it once, we're sure he can beat it again. This is obviously the biggest wrestling story of the day, but it's so big, in fact, that a lot of other sizable stories are going under the radar somewhat, and one of them, it will not surprise you to hear, involves Crown Jewel. Over the weekend, we published a pretty big video on the subject, investigating WWE's relationship with the Saudi government and exactly what their ties are to the now confirmed death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. In short, they are in very, very deep in that one, and it's only getting worse. Now, one small but nonetheless very important element of this was a report from the Wrestling Observer's Bryan on October the 13th. He said that the majority of the WWE roster no longer wanted to do this show, but it went largely unconfirmed and we didn't hear any more about it until today. Reports from Barstool Sports this morning are that, as well as the roster being largely unhappy with doing the show, John Cena and Daniel Bryan have flat out told WWE they do not want to do it, full stop, that they will not be going. That is about as big a locker room problem as it's possible for them to have. Cena was scheduled to be in WWE's World Cup on that show, and the smart money looked like him getting to at least the final, whereas Bryan was going to face Styles for the WWE Championship in what looked like being easily the match of the night. But the bigger problem still is the sway both these men carry with the boys. This all comes in the wake of actual confirmation that journalist and very prominent critic of the Saudi government, Jamal Khashoggi, was killed inside the Saudi embassy in Istanbul. Now, investigators are still saying that this was state-sponsored murder, and the Saudi government are still denying that. WWE's close ties to this administration, and indeed the role they're playing in promoting the changes in the country to the Western world, is obviously making the roster, and to be frank, absolutely everybody else, very uneasy with this relationship. But if stars the size of Cena and Bryan are flat out refusing to do the show, then it's likely they'll have to move it to another location or cancel it outright. Whether or not they can even contractually do anything this late in the day is another matter entirely. It would probably cost them millions of dollars, whatever they decide to do. So does that matter more to them than the happiness of their roster and the mood of their fans? Watch this space. Anyway, yes, that is the big news in wrestling today, if not the biggest news in wrestling today. But let us know what you made of it all in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to WhatCulture.com for the latest on all these stories as they break throughout the day. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Have, of course, been Adam Cleary, and I'll see you soon.